Tips for feeling full and satiated. Welcome back for another video to recalibrate with Nate. And in this video, I wanted to talk about just a few tips that I can share with you to help you feel full and satiated following a raw vegan diet. It's very simple. If you want to feel full, eat enough food. You want to feel satiated, eat enough food. That's it. It is so simple. The tips would be eat until you're full. Raw food isn't very calorically dense. It's full of hydration, a lot of water, and a lot of fiber. So you want to eat enough to where you start to really enact those stretch receptors in your stomach to feel full. If you want to feel satiated, some people, they say, Nate, I just don't feel full. I don't feel satiated eating raw foods. And I'm like, are you eating enough? Like, I'm not talking like a little salad here. I'm talking like a salad, right? Eat a whole head of romaine with one whole cucumber, 2 to 3 or even 4 whole tomatoes. Throw some sprouted mung beans in there, some sprouted lentils in there. Maybe add some microgreens in there. Shred some cabbage, shred some carrot, have a little onion, a whole bell pepper. This is the size of salad. When you eat this size of salad, you're gonna feel full, you're gonna feel satiated. Now, of course, you want some sort of a dressing on all of that delicious vegetable matter, right? So, if it's lunchtime, what a good thing to do is to keep your fat intake kind of on the lower side. If you want something a little higher fat at lunch, by all means, that's fine too. But having what we like to do and how we like to plan out our days is having a lower fat dressing for lunch and a higher fat dressing for dinner. If you need some ideas, links in the description down below. We've got 40% off all of our recipe books and our meal plans. I'll link that down below, as well as we've got a meal plan app, $5 a month. Generates out for you an entire list, a shopping list, all the meals that you could have for the week. You can make sure you're hitting all your micros and your macros, everything to ensure that you're being adequately nourished when you follow the plan. Takes the thinking out of it for you. Just go to the store, follow the list, and eat the food. It's so simple. Right now, of course, we can overthink things, and there's so many different angles. You know, we like to dissect every little thing. Like, you know, is it healthy to eat vegetables and only vegetables? Like, where are we going to get our protein and where are we going to get our omega fats from? And look, it's all in the plants. If you're unbiased for information, you do searching for information, you're going to see that you're going to get everything that you need from the plants. Just eat enough. Feeling full, feeling satiated, that comes from stretching out your gut, your belly, and eating enough food. If you don't eat enough, you're not going to feel full. You're not going to feel satisfied. And then you're going to be hungry again in a little bit. Not a big deal if you eat a little salad, but then in another hour or two, you're going to need another little salad or some more fruit. Not a big deal. But in order to feel full, in order to feel satiated, you got to eat enough. This is our big thing. Me and Lissa, my wife Lissa, we always talk about this. Just eat enough, eat variety, and eat plants. Exclude the processed foods, the highly palatable processed foods that the majority of the world is eating. 50% of their calories are coming from processed foods. Not a lot of people are getting fiber. We're not feeling nourished. The body is constantly craving vitamins and minerals, so we eat more junk. Right? It's just a vicious cycle. But if you're here and you want to eat predominantly raw, or maybe you're striving to eat predominantly raw, and that's why you're on this channel, is like trying to stay motivated, trying to stay inspired, or maybe you are just a raw foodie and you're checking out the channel like, what's this guy doing? What's he talking about? I am glad you're here 100%. This is the thing. It's so simple. Eat enough and eat fruits and vegetables. You're going to feel full and satiated. Make sure you feel full though. Eat a massive salad. Have a whole pitcher's worth of smoothie, right? This is what's going to help you feel full and satiated. If you're getting enough, there it is. You're going to feel full. If you're hungry, eat, right? That's so simple. It's so simple. We don't need to punish ourselves and not eat when we're feeling hungry. Now, maybe Maybe you're trying to watch your weight, or maybe you want to shrink your waistline. You still have to eat food. Make sure you eat enough. Make sure you feel satisfied from your food by eating enough. I know this isn't like some magical thing, and maybe I should put together some more tips, but I really feel it's just this simple. Eat enough. Eat a variety of different fruits and vegetables throughout your day, and activate those stretch receptors, being that it's from plants, you're getting good fiber, it's stretching you out, you're feeling full. That's just how it is. This is another thing though. If you're not used to eating lots of fruits and vegetables, if you go to just eating a ton one day, fruits and vegetables, you might feel uncomfortable because you haven't built your gut microbiome, the flora, the gut flora, to be able to handle this much fiber. If you're coming from a standard diet, highly processed, lots of animal products, lots of, processed foods, crackers and chips, and you go to being like, oh, I'm going to eat a salad like Nate's telling me to, or a big old smoothie, you are most definitely going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to have some gas. You're going to have some bloated feeling because there's so much fiber that your gut can't really even handle it. So it does take time to start to build that gut microbiome to be able to handle this much fiber. It's simple though. If you want to feel full and you want to feel satiated, eat enough. I know, like, what else could I say? Go easy on yourself. All right? You're worth it. You're worth the time. If you want to build muscle, you have to have time under tension, resistance training, jumping, running, biking, hiking, all these sorts of things is going to eventually build the muscle. Same goes for building your gut microbiome to handle more fiber. We've got the putrefactive bacteria and we've got the fiber-thriving bacteria. Who are you feeding more of? If you're feeding the microbiome that can handle more fiber, you're going to grow those guys to where they can handle big amounts of fiber. Lissa and I make these salads that are ridiculously massive with sometimes 20 or more different plants in them. And seasonings, and some people in the raw food community think we're crazy. But we have iron guts. All right, we have very good gut microbiome score. We can see, we do the tests. I'll link it in the description down below here. Get your microbiome tested, which is a poo test, and see where you're at. Man, I almost need to put this in every single video. Like I really wish I could have done this when I first started before I even became raw, because I would love to see how much I've grown my microbiome from, like how much it's changed since before I was raw. But this is something that's really interesting, is taking the salads that we eat now. We sometimes serve friends the same size salad and the same amount of vegetables. It's basically it's out of the same massive mixed bowl. We just give them some. Some of our friends have a really hard time eating that much and that much diversity and that much fiber. They're uncomfortable. We can see it in their faces, and it's like, I'm looking at Lissa, I'm like, gosh, we can't, it's almost irresponsible of us to try to feed someone the same as we do, because it's like we've been working out in the gym for years and now we're bench pressing 300 pounds. We can't expect someone who's never even been in the gym to come and sit on the bench and bench press 300 pounds, right? They don't have the microbiome to be able to handle that much fruit and vegetable, or a big massive salad at one time. It takes time to grow that microbiome, but how that happens is by eating more of these fruits and vegetables on a day-to-day basis. The more you eat, the more you're growing that microbiome. If you want to feel full, you got to eat enough. If you want to feel satisfied, you got to have delicious tasting food. We want salty stuff. We want sweet stuff, right? Sometimes Lissa and I just want something savory. This is where the recipes come in clutch. If you have good recipes, something you can whip up in like 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, a delicious dressing to pour all over your vegetables. Come on, man. We need fruits and vegetables in our life. We need to be eating more veg. Vegetables are massively important. gosh, I mean, I have got so much that I want to talk about with vegetables, and there's so much confusion out there. What about all the stuff, right? But this is the thing. I'm trying to keep this focused in here. If you want to feel full, you want to feel satiated, it's simple though. Eat enough, eat variety of foods, and predominantly plants. You're going to be on your way to feeling full and satiated. If you're hungry, eat more, right? Don't let yourself go like, man, this raw food thing doesn't work for me because I'm always hungry. Well, then eat more. If you want it to work, I mean, if you don't want to be a raw foodie, no big deal. Eat more raw foods though, right? Like you could possibly, maybe you're here because of that. Like, I mean, why would you click on the channel, or watch this video this long? Fruits and vegetables are powerful. Eat more of them. You don't have to be a raw foodie. You don't have to be a vegan to enjoy raw food. Just eat more though. And if you're wanting to eat predominantly raw food and you're not feeling full and you're not feeling satisfied, switch up your game. Start eating more. Get some good recipes. This is my advice to you, right? When there's a will, there's a way, and you're worth it. You are worth it. You're worth the time. Spend the time to learn some new things. Spend some time to get out of your comfort zone and to start incorporating more of these fruits and vegetables into your day-to-day life. Blend up some delicious dressings. And we've got sweet dressings, savory dressings, sweet and savory dressings. They're calorie rich. There's no oil. This is a water-based machine, right? Water and oil don't mix. We don't need oil in our bodies. It's unnecessary in so many ways. It's unnecessary. If you want to feel full, you want to feel satiated, those are my tips. Simple, right? Eat enough, eat variety, predominantly plants. I'm all about plants, man. Like, eat all plants. But I know some people are going to have a hard time eating plants. Maybe they want to have a little bit of their animal products in their diet. Whatever. Maybe you'll change up your tune. Maybe they'll change up their tune. Friends of yours, you're watching this and you're like, no, I want to eat nothing but plants. But I just don't feel full. I don't feel satisfied eating only raw foods. Probably not eating enough. That's my tips. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it. Like I said, remember, 40% off all of our meal plans and our recipe books. Check out the meal plan app. These are the kinds of plans that can really help you stay on your path of eating fresh fruits and vegetables as your main source of calories, growing your gut microbiome, which the gut and the brain are connected. Boom, you've got good, healthy mind, healthy gut, healthy life, healthy body, right? So I love you. I'm glad you're here. Give yourself a thumbs up for sticking around this long. Click the subscribe button and the bell for notifications for the new uploads and all that jazz. Share this with your friends. Hopefully you got something from this. Leave me a comment. Say what's up. I love you. We'll see you on the next one.